Hello, this is Lynn Hansen, KU7Q, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'd like to do a short demonstration of a new device I've been working on, a companion to the CTR2 Micro. The goal for the new device, I call it CTR2-Voice, and to provide accessibility for sight-impaired or blind hams to be able to use the micro and the radio without a display. It also will come in handy if you want to just use the micro in standalone mode. Kind of ties in with the reporting system that I've built into the micro using the Morse code. Basically what it does is it vocalizes the information that would normally be sent to the code report. So what I have here set up is I've got my flex radio running on the left-hand screen. Over on the right I've got the terminal for the micro running on TerraTerm. So I've got a terminal display that would normally be used, or a web browser can be used. Down in the left-hand corner, I've got the prototype synthesizer, and the synthesizer board is here. A little ESP32C3 chip is up on top here, and then it's got a little display that I use for debugging. Anyway, so I've got the micro connected to the flex, so I can control the flex with the micro. What I'll do is I'll go into the configuration menu, and then the report menu. And so the report menu has a couple of new features for accessibility. The code report is the normal Morse code report. The text report is the new mode that I have developed to use a screen reader with the terminal program, and I'll demonstrate that towards the end of this video once you get the feel for what the voice synthesizer is doing. The text mode does pretty much the same thing, but it allows you to use a screen reader voice instead of having a synthesized voice. So the next feature that it includes now in the report type is the display, so I can actually send voice report information out to this little display that's running here in the bottom. The voice report itself is just going to speak the text that goes out, and finally there's a voice and display which will speak it and display it. That's what I use to debug this system, and it may or not be helpful in the future. I'm not 100% sure that the new synthesizer, when I get it built, will have a display on it, but it certainly is an option, and I'm kind of planning towards that way. Basically what the reports do is they take whatever you've selected. It tells you what menu you're on, reads the selected menu line. That's the information you'll get through the code report or through one of the voice reports. So let me go ahead and unmute this, and then I'll turn on the microphone that's listening to the synthesizer so you can hear it talking as I navigate through and do some other changes. And one thing you'll notice is that the synthesizer will follow the radio. As I change frequencies or modes on the radio, the synthesizer reports that, which is a little different than most radios that have voice synthesizer chips in them, like the 590 SG. Will report what you've got on the radio if you push a button. This just automatically reports as you change items on the radio or in micro. So let me go ahead and I'll mute my headset and turn on the mic for the synthesizer and just go through some different menus and let you hear how they sound.
Configuration menu. Report frequency mode. Main menu. Configure. Kia. Edit transmit message. Transmit message. Mode CW. Band 30 meters. Band menu. 17 meters. 15 meters. 40 meters. BFOA 7.058800 LSB Tune 500 Transmit off SBAUD 7.053300 7.058500. 7.077. USB 7.075. 7.07150. Main menu. Transmit configuration menu. Report frequency. Report menu. Report on.
Okay, now you've kind of seen how the synthesizer works, and the voice tone and the volume and all that will be adjustable from the micro's menu. What the synthesizer does is it outputs a low-level audio through this jack here. It'll be transformer isolated, so it'll plug into your normal powered speakers or anything, your mixer or headset. It can drive a headset, but it can't drive speakers. But what I've got it hooked up to is a little amplified speaker that, like this guy here. Show you here. It's just a little $10 amplified speaker set from Amazon. You can get them that are battery operated or whatever, but the synthesizer itself will just be the synthesizer. You'll have to provide some speaker for it. The synthesizer, once it's built, will be the same size as the micro. It links to the micro using Wi-Fi, so once you get both of them online, then it'll just automatically pass text strings to the synthesizer when you turn on the report mode. You can easily toggle the report mode on and off by simply pressing and holding the encoder for longer than 2 seconds, normally referred to as a long press. Right now I'm in the voice report mode, but it's muted, so if I press and hold the encoder, I unmuted the report, and it said home page, so I can do a
S6
report there. If I turn the frequency, it changes.
7.101.
If I want to mute it, I just press and hold again. Report muted. Okay, so now I want to demonstrate the text report type. So what I'll do, I'm on the report menu, I'll cycle through to the text report type, and then I'll unmute my reporter, turn it on. You'll notice when I turn it on, the screen will pretty much go blank with just a couple lines of text on it. So what it's doing is it's gotten rid of all the displays of the terminal, and it's just going to display 1 or 2 lines of text for every change I make. So right now it's telling me that I'm in the configuration menu and I've got the report option selected. If I turn the knob, I'll move up to the settings and connection type and radio type and all that stuff. So I'm in the configuration mode. So if I press on the encoder and turn it to the left or hit the escape key, I'm going to exit out of the configuration menu back to the home page. So now let me turn the voice synthesizer on the screen reader and show you a demonstration of how that works.
Desktop. OB properties for configuration menu.
Okay, so now we're
COM14 TerraTerm VT terminal blank.
We've got our TerraTerm window in focus, and now if I tune the frequency of the radio, since I'm in the home page, turning the encoder changes the frequency. And after a second or so it'll report. If I want to change the tuning resolution, I press the encoder and turn it left or right, and that'll change the encoder to change the tuning.
Tune 50.
So now I'm on 50 Hertz resolution.
Tune 500.
I'm on 500. This is where a D10 encoder comes in handy because you can tell when you click one click. This is a smooth encoder, and so you'll notice I've gone quite a few clicks because I can't tell
1K.
where the clicks are. So So now I'm on 1K tuning, and you can see how that works.
10.173680.
Okay. If I press the second button,
VFOB 10.173680. S meter equals 5.
Within 10 seconds of a report, it's going to show me the full report, which is the VFO I've got selected on the micro, the frequency, and the S meter. It'll also show tuning and whether the transmit enable's turned on or not. So if I press it again,
S meter equals 5.
I'll only see things that have changed. So the S meter is the only thing changing right now, so that's all it's going to display. But if I press it again,
S meter equals 5.
Within
VFO
10 seconds,
10.173680. USB, tune 1K, transmit off. S meter equals 5.
now it's told me the full report. So if I want to hear a full report of everything on the home page, I can press and hold the second button.
Home page. Radio profile equals radio 1. Cat and connection equals flex 10.57.232.11,499. 2. Transmit off. Wi-Fi minus 36. VFO mode equals VFOB. Radio mode equals S meter equals 5. Offline VFO equals VFOA 18.125.000. Radio settings equals non-GUI. RX equals N1 TX equals N1. Power equals 8.
Okay, now if I click the encoder, I'll go to the main menu.
Main menu. Configure.
And I can change.
Band equals general. Band menu. General. 30 meters. 20 meters. 60 meters. 40 meters. VFOB. 7.074. LSB. S meter equals 5. .077.
Okay, so now I'm going to turn off the screen reader. Now I'll navigate back to the report menu and turn off the text report. Okay, now we're back in normal full page, full screen text report. So that gives you an idea. Let me swap my microphone. So that gives you an idea how the two accessibility options work, and give you a really quick demonstration of how the code report works. If you've got a micro, you've already probably played with that, but this is the code report. We'll turn the other microphone on so hopefully you can hear this. Okay, so that shows you pretty much all the accessibility options in the micro today. The voice synthesizer is going to probably be a month out or so before I have something ready to put on the web. But right now it's working fairly well. The the text report is available today. It just takes a little bit of patience to get used to it. So I appreciate your time to review what I'm up to, and if you have any questions, you can email me. My address is good on QRZ, and you can also visit my website. Put the link in the description below. So 73s.